Struggling to stay consistent with your workouts? Sound familiar? Because you're not alone. Motivation fades, discipline is what keeps you going. Hey guys, it's Christian, and today's video is all about how to stay motivated when the motivation fades and to stay disciplined with your fitness journey. So I have 5 tips on how to keep that motivation alive while you're struggling with staying disciplined. So let's get in this video if you're ready to stay disciplined in your fitness journey. So let's get into it. Number 1 is to set realistic goals. I talk about this all the time, but it is true. Setting realistic goals really does help when you are trying to stay motivated and to keep going in your fitness journey and to stay disciplined. If you have realistic goals that you're trying to achieve, it will keep you disciplined because you're wanting to succeed. You're wanting to keep going. You're wanting to hit those goals. So in order to stay disciplined, you gotta have some realistic goals. It's great to have big goals, but if you really want to stay disciplined and to build that discipline, you gotta have some realistic goals. So set small, realistic goals. Maybe that's running a mile. Maybe that's running half a mile. Maybe that's just doing 10 push-ups. Whatever it is, set some realistic goals because ultimately that will help you build that discipline over time. If you're just setting goals that are really hard to achieve, then the discipline and the motivation are all just gonna go away. And in reality, the motivation does start to fade. But once you have that discipline and you have those realistic goals and that discipline, then you're gonna be running off discipline, not motivation. So even when you don't feel like doing it, you are going to have those realistic goals in the back of your mind and you're going to want to do it even if you don't have that motivation right there. So set some realistic goals. They can be just simple, extremely simple goals, even if maybe that's just drinking 40 ounces of water, maybe that's drinking 20 ounces of water, just something simple to get you started. And change it with how you say it. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, and let that be the goal. Okay, well, how do you want to get fit? Set a small realistic goal of working out 3 days a week or strength training 3 days a week, so that it's a small goal, but it's realistic. You can hit it and you won't get so burnt out, and so like the discipline will still be there. You won't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. So, and you will be able to set that discipline if you set those smaller goals, like working 3 times a week. One story that I can think of is when I started just doing simple, like 30-minute workouts 7 days a week. Like, I was able to obtain that because actually it started out with 15 minutes. I started out 15-minute workouts 7 days a week. That was achievable for me. If that is not achievable for you and you need to do less days, but that like 15 minutes works with less days, that's great, because 15 minutes worked amazing for me in the beginning. It was great. It was achievable. I was able to do it. So if you want to hit those goals, if you want to be able to hit those goals, then set small goals. And that's what I did that in the beginning, and it really does work. I promise, it really does work. I was able to do it, and I know you can too. Number 2 of how to build discipline in your fitness journey is follow a routine. So discipline comes from structure. If you have structure, then discipline will come. That's where discipline really does come from. So set a schedule, like I was saying. So just like you were going to a doctor's appointment, just like you would go to a hair appointment, just like you would go to a nail appointment, set a schedule and put it in a physical schedule if you need to. Sometimes I can just do it in my head and I don't have to have like that physical schedule of when I'm going to work out, but to build that discipline and to build that constant like routine of working out and building that discipline of working out and in your fitness journey, go ahead and write out a schedule. So if that's 3 days a week for you, write those 3 days out and make it consistent. If you can, make it the same 3 days every week. If you can't, I know our schedules are busy, so that's fine. It doesn't matter. But make sure you're doing 3 days every week and make it a consistent schedule of 3 days. And how are you going to plan those workouts? Go ahead and plan them so you don't have an excuse of why you're not working out. You should literally tell yourself, I schedule my workouts just like I schedule my meetings, just like I schedule my appointments, just like I schedule my kids' appointments. I schedule them just like that, so they're non-negotiable. Just like your meetings, just like your appointments are non-negotiables, your workouts are also non-negotiables because you schedule them out. So schedule out your workouts, have a plan, schedule them out, have it in your planner so that you are disciplined and you are going to make it non-negotiable and get it done. The third thing that you can do to master discipline in your fitness journey is to master the 5-second rule. The 5-second rule is where you count down from 5 and you take action before your brain tells you not to. Because we talk ourselves out of a lot of things. I'm just gonna be honest, we talk ourselves out of a lot, do we not? You guys cannot tell me that you don't talk yourself out of something at least once, twice a day. Now, do you? Because I know I do. I talk myself out stuff all the time, even working out sometimes. Even with discipline, I still do it sometimes, but I make myself not. And I make myself get up before I tell myself not to, and I get up and get my fitness clothes on, which when I feel like, oh, like that motivation's kind of waning, I go ahead and go get my fitness clothes on. So literally count them from 5, get up, go get your fitness clothes on, and that way you have your fitness clothes on, you count down from 5, and you're ready to go. You're not going to make those excuses of why you can't do it. And that will help you build discipline. That will help you build discipline in your fitness journey. Say you set an alarm to work out. Count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then get up and go. Go get your fitness clothes on, go work out, go get ready, and go do it before you talk yourself out of it. Because talking yourself out of it is our own worst enemy. Is literally the worst when you talk yourself out of it and then you feel bummed and you feel annoyed with yourself after. So don't do that. Build that discipline. Get up and go do it. The hardest part is getting up and going to do it. Once you do it, you feel so good and you're so happy you did it. Number 4 is to create a reward system. Okay, so tell yourself, I'm gonna get this workout in and then I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna go do something fun with friends. I'm going to go eat a bowl of ice cream. I'm going to go, if I work out for 3 weeks straight, I'm gonna go on a trip, on a weekend getaway. Set rewards for yourself, because if you set rewards for yourself, you will set that discipline of working out because you have something to look forward to. You have something that is so exciting that you are looking forward to. So say, another example is, okay, I worked out for 4 days this week and I'm gonna do that for 3 weeks straight. If I do that for 3 weeks straight, then I'm gonna buy myself new fitness clothes, athletic wear. I'm gonna go buy myself some athletic wear and I am going to treat myself and reward myself because I worked out for 4 days, for 3 weeks straight. So whatever those goals are for you, set those realistic goals and then set small rewards. They don't have to be big, but set those rewards so you have something to look forward to and you have something that you're working towards as a reward for doing your workouts, and that will help you build the discipline. I promise. If you reward yourself, that will definitely build discipline. I have to do that with myself. Sometimes I'm like, I do not want to work out today. But I'm like, okay, if I work out today, then I can go have a piece of chocolate. And I can go do whatever I want to do. I can go sit and watch a movie that I want to watch. Or I will literally be like, okay, oh, I could have a facial at the end of the night. I could do this, I could do that. And I just think of rewards that I can do because sometimes I try to talk myself out of workouts too, especially if I look at the workout ahead of time. I will warn you guys, don't do that, because I mean, it's nice to know a plan and like know what you're doing, but if it's a hard workout, you know it's a hard workout, sometimes you're going to talk yourself out of it. But that's where the discipline comes in. Even when it's a hard workout, don't talk yourself out of it. So yes, have a plan, kind of know the plan, but maybe you looked at it the night before and you kind of know it's hard, but you don't remember really like how hard. Don't look at it again until you're ready to work out, and then go ahead, look at it, turn it on, and do it. Sometimes though, if you see it like too advanced, you'll talk yourself out of it, but that's where the discipline comes in. Even when you're willing to talk yourself out of it, don't. Because at the end of the day, why would you? That's not building discipline. That's like lack of motivation, and like you're going off motivation instead of discipline. So make sure that you're going off discipline, not motivation. And it can be for other goals too, like hitting your step goal or going for a mile run. Then reward yourself. Maybe reward yourself with a milkshake. Maybe reward yourself with your favorite protein smoothie. Reward yourself with something. I promise it will get your motivation going. It'll get your discipline going. You'll get everything going if you have a reward at the end of your workout. Number 5 on how to build discipline with working out and in your fitness journey. Focus on habits, not motivation. Motivation is just unreliable. Like some days we have it, some days we don't. If we have discipline and we have that habit, then we're more likely to do it than if we're just relying on our motivation. Motivation will fail us 9 out of 10 times, but if you have that habit and you have that like discipline, then it won't fail. Motivation is unreliable. Habits create lasting change. Discipline is literally doing it when you don't feel like doing it. If you don't feel like doing it, then discipline, it's doing it when you don't want to. So do it. Even if you don't feel like it, do it. That'll build the discipline. Don't rely on motivation, because then it's the discipline that creates, and the discipline and the habits that create the change in your life and lasting change, not motivation. So don't rely on motivation. Maybe do your workouts with like habits that you already have. Say that you brush your teeth in the morning, you get a snack before your workout, and then you brush your teeth, get a snack, and then you put your fitness clothes on and you go straight to working out. That will help you build that discipline of working out instead of relying on your motivation. Because at the end of the day, if you pair workout with a habit, then you're more likely to do it than if you're just relying on your motivation. So create that habit. If it's a morning workout, then brush your teeth, put your clothes on, and get to it and create that discipline. So which tip are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment any other videos you'd like to see, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.